I've got rid of all the capacitors out of my unit now, and I thought it was just worth a few comments about capacitors and testing them and their longevity. There's a school of thought that says that you can reformat these capacitors, bring them up slowly on a variac, and they'll recover, and they should be good to go. Well, the first thing to say is, I don't know whether you can see that, whether it's going to focus, but these capacitors have a date code on them of December 1959, so this is quite an early unit. These capacitors now are 66 years old. So you might expect that they're bad, and they definitely would fail testing. So I've got a couple of instruments here. I've got an LCR meter, fairly standard generic one, and I've also got the my Heath kit, IT28. And whilst both these units are perfectly fine for just measuring capacitance, and the LCR meter will give you also ESR, which is really the main sort of way that people test capacitors. What the Heath kit will do is actually test for voltage leakage as well. So let's try a few of these. First one we'll try is one of the big smoothing capacitors. This is a 32 microfarad at 450 volts DC. So let's just try this on the ECR meter. So it's given us, well, 32.7 and an ESR of 0.7 ohms. So on the face of it, good capacitor. So let's just put it now onto the Heath kit. And we'll put it into leakage mode. And what we're looking for is the external scale up here. So at the moment it's on 15. So let's put it up to 200 volts. And the eye is opened okay. Let's put it to 300 volts. And yeah, still it's good. 350. Yep. 400. And at 400 volts it is stalling, it's not charging, so there is some leakage within that capacitor between 350 and 400 volts. Well, big deal we might say, but the thing is rated for 450 volts, and as I said in the first video, there's a lot of high voltage around in those units. So whilst the capacitor has its capacitance, its ESR is good, its voltage leakage is not up to its rating. So that's why I choose to change these. I know there's a lot of people wouldn't, but for me it's peace of mind. It means that I know I've got a good baseline on the unit and I don't have to worry about those capacitors. Let's try another one. Let's just discharge this. Let's try one of the smaller values. So this one over here, this is a 350 volt at 0.1 microfarad. So again, let's put it onto the ESR tester. So 130 nanofarads at 25 ohms. So quite a high ESR on that one. So, but even so, it's not beyond the realms of possibility. Let's put it onto the leakage tester. So 350 volts is what we're looking for. Change the setting for this type of capacitor. Okay, that's 5 volts here. And it has opened, but very slowly, 10 volts. And you can see it's stalling already at 10 volts. And this is a 350 volt capacitor. So, I guess the message here is that LCR meters are all well and good, but for this sort of unit, really, I would want to check them out properly so that they're working voltage. It did open at 10. Let's put it up to 15. It's just so slow that this is a leaky capacitor. And that's the value of these sorts of instruments. They give you that additional bit of information about the capacitors that LCR meters just sometimes don't pick up. And that's why I choose to change the capacitors. Well, I hope that's useful. And yeah, next time I bring you back, I will have a look at the unit with all the new capacitors in, and yeah, we'll see what's left to do after that.